feels like an annual question with Eric Gentry, but have you figured out how best to use him yet?
I think we're playing him at Sam, we're playing him at Will. He's off the ball, on the ball. I think we're trying to use him, multiple different ways. He does have a wide variety of skill sets, so I do think, our fans, teams will play. We'll see 18 in a number of different spots.
What is it going to take for just a linebacker to get on the field under you?
Well, you get one, execution is going to be critical. You got to play with a high effort. I think that's extremely valuable, but we got to be great at blocking and tackling. It's a game of getting off blocks, finding, being able to make plays and understanding what the opponent's doing to us and handling, game day correctly. So I think we're a long ways from just saying, hey, here's who we're starting with. There's a lot of football to be played.
And what about Easton? What have you seen so far from him? Just not, just athletically, but also just kind of a leader. I've heard he was very vocal in spring.
He's very vocal in spring. Been tremendous so far this fall camp. One of the guys we lean on, a positive influence to the D-line, the linebackers, the DBs. Just the way he goes about his business. Not afraid to have those conversations with his teammates. And as you know, someday in this day of age, that sometimes that's not cool to, be the guy that's trying to correct somebody. But Easton, he understands that winning and putting a good product on the field is a priority for us.
What do you look for the first day pads come on?
Oh, just can we maintain the physicality, but also can we keep the space between the ears clear? Sometimes we put pads on and we just forget everything we've worked on because all of a sudden it becomes about the pads and not about the execution, not about the process. And so, hey, just because we have pads on, we've had pads on for 3 days. Why is it any different? Now we're just taking guys to the ground versus studying, but we still have to be able to execute, our job, our alignment, our assignment, communication, technique, all those things.
I know it's not full pads, but how have you thought about how your linebackers have come out early in camp and the intensity aspect?
I've had no issues with the intensity right now. They're coming out every day. I think just day one, we created a standard. We're trying to elevate that standard every day. Been very impressed with our group. Are there moments when you have dips? Of course you do. Success isn't linear. It's not a straight line. There's ups and downs in it. And our guys have been able to handle it so far. When they have a down moment, they're able to regroup and get back to work.
How do you assess the knowledge jump from end of spring to now over the summer with the ski?
Really impressive. We started fall camp and felt like we were ahead of day 15. We were way ahead of day 15 in the spring. You could tell our guys spent a good amount of time in the playbook, on some learning apps we have, in the video room, talking with coaches. We did some access things out here to try to continue to develop and grow as a defense. And so I think they really bought into that process. I think this group is still learning what the process is like and what it looks like to, come out here every day and have a rhyme to a reason of why we're doing things. Coach Lynn has been tremendous in his organization and installation that builds off one another. And they recognize that, and I think they appreciate it.
What does that allow you to do that you're kind of ahead of schedule?
I'm guessing right now, but I bet we have 7-8 different coverages in. And so just because we're able to, some of it's same as principle, but if you teach things conceptually, you teach things with rules and principles, then they understand big picture football. We're not asking them to memorize coverages. We're asking them to learn concepts and schemes within the coverage.
The big question for USC is coming into the Big Ten is obviously the physicality. And just from your perspective, is that just kind of narratives that are building? Or
No, well, I've had the opportunity to play a couple Big Ten teams in my career. There is a level of physicality that is elevated, and it's going to be from week to week. Right now, we're being as physical as we can at the practice level. We'll find out probably when we go full pads. We'll ramp it up just another level. But it's one of those things that the standard is we need to be physical. I know our D-line coaches, myself, our secondary coaches are all emphasizing that we need to be more physical, but you can be physical and not execute and be bad, or you can not be physical and execute and you might still get beat. So we need to have a great combination of both out there.
See one more here? Is this on schedule day 5 to lose your voice?
This is every day. Yep. So get used to it.